my last name only, but it would probably be harder to find. Okay. We are going to continue from where we left off yesterday. So yesterday, we made a block. And we are going to continue with this. We got some things to cut out and then a little thing to put on the side. So yesterday, I had you refer to the dimensions.
Oh, you turned off comments.
This is 2.2.4. You can see here that we have this cutout in the front and then another hole up top. So we're going to make those together. So let's do the hole on the front first. So you can see here how much space is there between the edge of the shape and the edge of the hole. 5. And it goes that way the entire way around. Now, let me ask you a different question. How far back does this big hole go? How far back into the shape?
5 inches? No, 6 millimeters. 30.
30.
Oh yeah, I do that.
You can see that the width of this square is clearly 25. And then there's a gap of 5 more. 5 plus 25 is 30. Okay? So we are going to make this hole. So we're going to make a sketch on this front surface. Yes, yeah. We're going to make a sketch on this front surface. I always like to square up when I'm sketching. I'm going to draw a rectangle.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy, problem solved. Now, how far is this rectangle from the edge? It's not a trick question. Like, how far?
25. No, 80.
From the like this gap right here.
Oh,
5.
5.
So to dimension between two things, watch carefully. You click on the dimension tool. You click on the first thing. You move your mouse. You click on the second thing. And now you are dimensioning the distance between the two. Yeah, and that's 5. And I got to do that 4 times.
That's fine.
Because that's the distance between each edge of my rectangle that I'm drawing now and the edge of the block we just made earlier.
Wait. Is it on now? Yeah.
What is it doing?
So there we go.
You got another sketch when you do that? But why am I doing that?
I'm confused what the issue is.
Well, then it was weird.
All right?
CP. Hey, CP.
Should be done. We're very close to done.
CP.
Anybody missing their pods?
Someone said, what do you think about the nickname CP?
What the heck?
Chase Patterson?
You see this? Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I think that's a bad idea.
Why?
Bro.
I think you know you're not a student.
So it's like,
Because it started out. So you need to delete the dimension and move it
it
in.
didn't start.
Oh, wait, bro. What?
What? Didn't start.
My man. Yeah, it did.
Oh, my notebook.
So delete the dimension. Move the edge back. And then dimension. Understand?
Yeah, it's myself.
Good?
When I do this one.
Okay, once you're done with this, we are going to extrude. I always like to look at my shape at an angle when I do extrusions because I think it allows me to see kind of like what's going on. So we're going to do an extrude. Yes?
Yeah.
So we have the extrude button right here next to sketch. Now, pay attention. This If I click here, it's going to have it extrude out. But we don't want to add material. We want to remove material. Yes? Yeah, yeah.
Yes, say yeah.
And so in this interface, there's actually a remove tab. Do we see that? Yeah.
No.
So you can click on remove. Don't just reverse the direction. That might sort of ish kind of look like it's working, but it's really not. Okay? You got to actually do remove. Remove is different than add. You got to do remove. And yeah, it should remove it into the shape. If it's not going the correct direction, there is this right here you can click to change the directions, black arrow. How deep did we say it was going again? How deep is this?
5.
Not 5.
6?
Nope.
32.
I'm 40.
It's not 6, 7.
No.
Shockingly. Guys, you tell me, because at some point you're going to have to read the dimensions on your own. I'm not going to keep holding your hand. So how far back is this going?
30.
30. Yeah. And I have now cut this hole in there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you can get a haircut. No.
Yes.
Okay, but we're just doing this shape this class.
We're going to keep going.
How do I change?
Okay.
unit?
Menu. Buttons. Workspace units. Hey, Chase. Workspace units.
Workspace units?
Did you see what I'm doing? Did you ask how to change the unit?
I said, is this all we're doing this class?
Oh, Dane, you asked how to change it. Okay, workspace units. First one, blank default unit. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I was
Chase, we're going to get as far as we get, man.
Alright, because I look you
Because we have 2 more parts to make after this.
Yeah, because I look you finished that one.
So, we're going to now do this whole cutout at the top. Okay? Now, my advice to you, dimension the things they dimension. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't trust your mental maps. You guys do not do the best of job with that stuff.
Not very nice.
Well.
I'm sensitive.
Well, that's true. So, dimension what they dimension. They give you the width and depth of this square hole, and then they give you how far it is from each side. Okay, it's 5. So I'm going to dimension those exact same things. You're going to create a sketch on this top surface. Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And here it is. Made your sketch. And then I'm going to dimension the width. Just got these from the drawing. Why don't you just put the stuff away? Because you're just gonna sit there on your phone the whole time. Like you're not doing this. So why don't you just put your backpacks on the floor?
He could just be a bad teacher and take it. He's giving you a chance to put it away.
Like just put your backpacks on the floor.
Oh,
Put your backpacks on the floor. Backpacks on the floor. If you're gonna do the stuff in here, you're more than welcome to use a Chromebook or a laptop, but like, this isn't a cover to just AFK sit on your phone. Which you could just go sit in the bathroom and do for 50 minutes. So I don't even know why you came here if that's what you're gonna do.
Can you tell?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna dimension these gaps. I'm gonna do 5 there. And 5 there. Okay? Pay attention. Dimension the things they gave you. I've seen people do crazy things, like try and do mental math that they can't do, or try to dimension to other things and not like realize that those dimensions then are different. And dimension to the closest 2 sides, the front and the left side. We have questions? Yes.
I'm gonna try to put it in, so I cut a hole basically in shape it's on.
Have I showed you how to cut a hole?
Yeah, not on the top, on the side.
Well, if you need help, you can bring your thing here. No, I'm serious. If you want me to look at it, then you have to bring it here for me to look at it. So use laptops. You are adding, and it needs to be removed. Like remove. Dan, are you good? Okay, now I'm going to extrude this, but when I extrude this, I'm going to do it differently than all the things I've done up to this point. So, up to this point, every time we've done an extrusion, we have done a blind extrusion. Okay? It's called blind because you blindly extrude it whatever distance you set in that box. But sometimes that's not the best or even a viable way of doing it. What I want to do here is I want to have it cut through this top surface. And the thing is if that top surface changes in thickness, I don't want to have to go back in here and update this number as well, right? So what we can do here is there's options. Instead of blind, you can have it extrude up to the next thing, or up to a specific surface that you click on, or a specific part or corner that you click on. If you're cutting, you could even extrude through everything and cut through everything that currently exists in that moment. I am going to make sure I'm choosing the Remove tab first and foremost. Okay, because we're removing material. And then I'm going to extrude up to next. And it will just cut through this top. No math, no calculations. Up to next, we'll go to the next surface, so it'll cut through the top.
Are we gonna build anything this year?
There will be some things to build with the Vex equipment and other stuff. Yeah.
I'll buy after this.
After this.
We have questions. So that's our hole on top. Now, we have another thing to add. We have this little thing on the side. This little square looking thingy. Again, dimension it with the dimensions they give you. They gave you a height. What's the height? What's the width? 20. How far is it from the side? 10. And that's 10 from the right side. Okay? So just dimension it then from the right side. All right? Sure, you can calculate how far it is from this left side on the front. But what if you do the math wrong or understand the drawing incorrectly? Like just dimension it the way that they tell you and you will be in much better shape. So I'm going to sketch now on the side of my shape. I'm going to draw a rectangle. If I start with the rectangle being drawn on this bottom edge, and then I'll lock that in place. And then I only need 3 dimensions. A width, and a height, and how far it is from this thing here. And then I can extrude this. How far out does this thing stick out?
60, 10,
Okay,
I mean,
it sticks out 10. So I'm going to extrude it for 10.
So Tim, you gonna, what are you doing tonight?
Why do you want to know?
Are you gonna make the kid go to his grandparents, if you know what I mean?
There's a party at Cementland.
Actually, we had to celebrate his birthday tonight.
Oh,
You know what Cementland?
Today's the day after his birthday, but since it's Friday, we decided to do it today. And then him and his sister had their birthday party on Sunday.
If you're said something,
Huh?
you know what Cementland is?
I didn't hear what you said.
You know what Cementland is?
No.
it is.
Okay, we're done making this shape. I'm going to remind you of a few cosmetic things that you can do. I showed you this with the last part, but I'm going to show you again because that was a while ago. Okay, one thing that you can do is you can make this whatever color you want. So down here where it says part 1, you can right click on this and you can choose edit appearance. And you can make it whatever color you want. Okay? You also have a transparency slider. If you want to mess with the transparency slider, you can do that. Okay, it makes it translucent or whatever. Another thing that you can do, if you don't like seeing all these stupid planes and the origin, you can hide them. There's an eyeball symbol. Whenever you hover over them in the table of contents on the left side, you can hide them. And now they're not there. They're there, they're not showing up. So they're not like cluttering my view. And lastly, I showed this last time as well. Next to View Cube, this camera and render options. You have a lot of choices there if you want to play with stuff. But one thing you can do, there's shaded with edges as the default. You can change that to shaded without edges. I think shaded without edges does have kind of a cleaner look. It's not as useful when you're like trying to make a shape. But I think it's nice if you're trying to make a beautiful picture. And then you're just going to put a picture of that in your notebook. So you'll remind you of what I'm expecting in the notebook. I'm expecting to see
All 4 shapes.
the picture as well as a link to it. Remember, we did a whole thing on how to make a link. So it's like a share link, basically. All right? And it shows that here, or rather it says that there.
Yes. Okay.
Why is it yours? How much about from the box? 0?
Well, that's him full jump with the medicine.
Okay, I think I've given you a decent amount of time to get that figured out. I hope. Are we able and ready to move on to the next part? Maybe, possibly. Okay, I see that dude over there is playing games, so he's ready to move on, or he's not doing it, so it doesn't
What
matter.
dude?
I'm gonna.
That's fine, dude. You're good. We're moving on. So, if you recall, you can click on Onshape right here, this logo on the top left, and it takes you back to kind of like the home screens or whatever. I'm going to make another part. I'm going to click on the create thing. I'm going to choose document, and I'm going to make another part. This would be 2.1.4 point C. All right? And we are going to make this bad boy, this one right here. Now, before we actually begin, I want you to think about this part. What are we going to actually draw? How would we start making this? Thoughts? What would we do? What would we start off with? What would be the first thing we draw?
Rectangle.
Okay, so you could draw a rectangle first. You could draw on the front plane this front surface, right? You could draw that front surface. You could draw a rectangle. You could draw on the right plane and draw this rectangle, right? You could even draw on the bottom plane. It's called top, but you can think of it like drawing the bottom and draw out this overall rectangle and extrude up. You could do all of that, and then you'd add this top part later. Sure, definitely could do that. What else could you draw? What else could you draw to start with? What's up, girl?
Can I see the lizard thing?
Yes.
Sounds like a wrap.
Yes, you can do it. What else could you draw, guys?
Beautiful.
What else could you draw?
Why are there bugs in here?
Because that's what he eats.
Eat crickets.
You serious?
Folks, what's something else we could start off with? Something else I could draw to make this shape.
A square?
We already addressed the rectangle thing.
A circle?
I don't know that I really see a circle here.
I mean, probably a rectangle would be, honestly.
A rectangle would definitely be a viable option. There's another way you could do this, though. Imagine I'm going to draw this front surface. What could I draw instead of just a rectangle?
A cube.
Could draw a T-shaped thing, right? But I could draw this and this thing together, right? Yeah? So we're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to go to Onshape and our part, and we're going to make a sketch on the front plane. Yes? Yay? Yeah? We're good?
Yeah.
Now I want you to just watch. I want you to watch how I do this. One way I could draw this T shape is using a line tool. Yes? Yay? Yeah? Yeah? So here's my line tool. Watch how long it takes me to do this. I can draw going up, going over, going up, going over, going down, going over, going down, going over. And then I would dimension all that. Yeah? Yeah. Certainly an option. There's nothing wrong with that. Here's another thing I could do. I want you to think about how long that took. Here's another thing I could do. Rectangle 1. Rectangle 2. Now, which would you prefer to do?
Like the second.
I'm going to warn you about something. If you do the second one, watch what happens when I try to extrude this. I'm going to have to click on each of these individual things. Now, I will also tell you, you actually can just click and drag to select it all, and that works too. So it's actually not that slow, okay? But nevertheless, everything you do, it tends to be the case that there are good ways to do it, but no one way that's the best way. You typically have pros and cons, however you do it. Advantages and disadvantages. One of the reasons why I like this rectangle thing is that the rectangles inherently already have all of their sides perpendicular to each other. Opposite sides are parallel. Every corner is a 90-degree angle. If I use the line tool and I accidentally mess up while drawing it, I might misapply and automatically apply constraint. There's more likely for errors or issues. I don't mind selecting 4 things to extrude. I'd rather have more reliability in the sketch. But that's just a personal preference. I don't care what you do. Choose your poison. Each method has its advantages and disadvantages, but you need to make a T shape. And then you need to dimension it. When you're done, everything should be black. They have given you all the dimensions that you need. If you are in inches as your default unit, don't forget to change your workspace units. Remember, you can click on the menu button and then click on the workspace units and change it to, in this case, it needs to be millimeters. I'm going to give you a moment to dimension this. There's my thing. You're welcome to look at it in all its glory. But you need to get that made. And when it's done, everything should be black. There should be no blue things. If there's blue stuff, that means there's some things that are not dimensioned or constrained.
Whoa. Okay. What did you do, Templeton?
What do you mean what did I do? I made that. That's what I did.
Yours says 10 on that side one. I put in 10 and it makes my humongous.
We'll zoom out.
What? Bro, what did you do? No, it's bigger than the sketch. What did you do? Dude, what did you do? Oh, I didn't change the.
If you need me to look at something, I don't mind doing that, but you need to bring it up to me.
Give me 2 seconds. Check if it's
I don't mind looking at it. Maybe you'll figure it out. And if they do, that's awesome. But if you need me to look at it, I don't mind doing that. But yeah, you gotta bring your laptop with you.
Those in inches.
Oh, so you made it 10 inches. If you change the workspace units, it doesn't change your dimensions. What I mean by that is if you put in 10 inches and you change the millimeters, it's not going to stay as 10 millimeters. It'll adjust to however many millimeters are 10 inches. So just keep that in mind. That could be a good or a bad thing depending on what mistake you made. I'm going to give you all a moment to make your tea thing, but it should be entirely black. Blake, is anybody going tomorrow from your team?
We'll say he's gonna try.
Who said that? Cole?
Yeah.
Said he's going to try. What does that mean?
That's all he told me. I told him you needed to know. He said, I'll try.
That's a no.
He's on a cold probably.
No.
Yes.
I have strings.
Alright, let's see here if Greg sent us all of our stuff that we asked for.
Oh my god.
Hi, Sadie.
I'm assuming you want to play Roblox.
Do I want to play Roblox?
Roblox.
Bro, what do you think I'm doing on this other screen? I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna stream my Roblox on another monitor, but like, yeah. It's still gonna play.
Love Roblox.
Oh my
I can tell.
Mr. Dimpleton.
Why is it not red?
Oh,
What?
It shows that you're that. Can you help me change the color of a circle?
Sure, bring your thing up here.
What is that?
What is this? It's got robotics.
So cool. I was gonna do a robotics, but low-key the new one.
Loki, what?
Oh, I was gonna join robotics, but if I did join, there would be like nobody's group to go.
It is nice to have people you want to work with. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's the only reason I like put it in here.
Hey, you're the top fan. What the?
Then cut them out.
What the? Wait. When did I need to buy these from?
I'm gonna start singing.
Oh, you need to sour first Yeah, you should choose to next or through all instead of blind. You're not paying attention to focus on class.
No, is that not this playing? Oh, shoot. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was like a wheel, like on the image, like here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but why do they through hole? It doesn't say the depth. It's implied.
Hey.
There's a lot of conventions that are a little bit lazy, but like.
And now I'm done with all of them.
Look at that. Okay, folks, I'm gonna extrude this.
Hey.
And I'm not done, but I'm pretty close to done. Okay, so after extruding this, I'm 95% of the way there. There's only one more thing I need to do, and that is I gotta round this edge. Now, there's multiple ways to do this, but in my personal opinion, I think the easiest and best way to do this is to have made it like this, and then use this fillet feature to round the corner. So there's this fillet feature right here. You can click on that. And it says, put in a radius. Well, what is the radius of that curve?
10.
I don't know. It might be a thing with the R next to it, right? So there's 10. And so what you can then do is you can type in a 10 here, if it doesn't say that already, and you just click on that edge right there. You just click on that edge, and if you have the correct radius, it should look exactly the way you'd expect it to.
Hey.
Now you can change the appearance of this. One thing that's really cool, I'll remind you, not only can you edit the appearance for the overall shape, but if you right click on a surface, you can add appearance to just that surface. So like I can make my shape hot pink. Okay? Alright? But it's not hot pink, but whatever. And then I can make this surface right here, I can add appearance to that face, and I can make that surface, say, blue. Okay? You have options here. You have options. Tomorrow, we will finish the last shape.
What time do we leave?
29.
Thing.
Gone.
My Hey, Jake.
I did my schoolwork today.
That's a lot of schoolwork going on.
What do you do with
Is that your fourth or fifth Templeton? These computers can actually run games.
Why did you?
I'm not.
Yeah, they're legit, man. Like they're legit.
Yeah, I have the graphics basically all the way up now.
Got all that schoolwork going on.
Yeah, he's a new J now.
Gonna feel like Friday. Let you know how much
Ryan's a new J. Ryan just played games.
Yeah, I go back. I play games together.
Oh, you did way more than J. There's no doubt.
Oh, I just don't have that